Hello, welcome to the video. My name's Ego. This is a tips and tricks team building guide for new or old players who don't really know how to build teams. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hope it helps you out. If so, hit the like button and the subscribe button. Now let's get into the video. Hello, welcome to the video. My name's Ego and today we'll be talking about building teams on Dragon Ball Legends. Now for this example, we'll be using what we call Lineage of Evil and Frieza Force. Now in Dragon Ball Legends, to help you build a team, they have a filter system to find characters you want. Now each character have tags. So for Goku and Vegeta, they have Saiyan. For Gohan, Trunks, Goten, they have Hybrid Saiyan. And a character can have up to 1 tag to 6 tags. So when you're trying to find what team you want to build, you just click the name of the tag. Let's go with Frieza Force. Okay. So now I've chosen Frieza Force as the team we're going to build. These are all the Frieza Force units that I have. So the Frieza that we have up here. When you're building a team, the way it works is each character has something that's called a Z ability. A Z ability is what tags they buff. So as you can see, Full Power Frieza buffs 25% to Lineage of Evil or Frieza Force, Strike, and Blast Defense. That means he buffs 2 different tags. And the way to get more buffs on your Z abilities is to have higher stars. So when I get him to 14 stars, he will buff 28% to Lineage of Evil and Frieza Force, Strike, and Blast Defense. So he buffs 2 different tags. What does that mean? As an example, this is a Ginyu Force and a Frieza Force unit. As you can see, those are his 2 tags. And he buffs Frieza Force. So, that means that Guldo buffs this Frieza, because he's Frieza Force. And this Frieza buffs Guldo. But, as you recall, this Frieza also buffs Lineage of Evil. That means a unit like the other yellow Frieza will get the buffs. See, he gets buffed for Lineage of Evil or Frieza Force and Frieza Force. But this Frieza doesn't buff Frieza Force or Lineage of Evil. He buffs a color. Color yellow, Strike, and Blast Defense, 30%. So he wouldn't be great to put in your team because he buffs a color, not a tag. And plus, I don't think I really want Guldo either. So let's click Golden Frieza. I like him. Let's see what he buffs. Go to Z ability, Lineage of Evil, base blast attack. But since he buffs Lineage of Evil, he will not buff Guldo, but Guldo will buff him. As you can see, Guldo buffs this Frieza, Guldo buffs this Frieza, but Guldo doesn't get the Golden Frieza buff because he only buffs Lineage of Evil. So the way you want to build your team is the most optimal version, or choosing characters who all buff each other. Such as, for an example, the EX Ginyu Force team. And you can, when you come here, as you can see, they all buff Frieza Force. That's what they do. So they all are buffing each other. Everyone gets the full buff from every character, making your ability bonus go higher. So let's see, I guess we can put Full Power Frieza on the team. All of these characters buff each other. And that's how you build a solo team for 1 tag. You choose 6 characters that you enjoy or want on your team. And if they all buff each other, that is the most optimal version of team building. You want to build a team of these characters, but one of them doesn't really buff that tag. But that's okay, as long as they buff some characters of that tag. So like, let's build a Lineage of Evil team, not Frieza Force, for an example. Alright, these are all my Lineage of Evil characters. Let's see. This Frieza If you want to just see what they buff very quickly, you just go to details. It tells you what they buff at the top. This Frieza buffs blue and Frieza Force. So if I click my Cooler, he does not buff Cooler, because Cooler's not Frieza Force, he's Lineage of Evil. But Cooler does buff Frieza because he's Lineage of Evil. So that's one character that doesn't buff the team. That's alright, I wanted him. So now you just go, you click another Lineage of Evil character. He's also Frieza Force and Lineage of Evil, so he gets both their buffs. How about Yellow Frieza? He buffs nobody on the team. I just want him there because I like the character. He gets all the buffs because he's Frieza Force and Lineage of Evil. But he doesn't really help out the team, making the team slightly weaker. Since you can only choose 6 characters, you want to choose them well. If you think a character is better and fits on the team better, and is more useful even though they don't buff the team, put them. But if you think the team buff is worth it over not having that character you like or think is better for the team, don't put them. So let's see, Metal Cooler, he's not Frieza Force, as you can see, so he won't get the Frieza Force buff from my Pod Frieza. So all he gets is Lineage Evil. And let's go with this Lord Shield. Lord Shield buffs health restoration for Lineage of Evil. And he's also Lineage of Evil. But he's not getting all the buffs from Frieza Force, from that blue Frieza. Or that yellow Frieza, because he doesn't buff anybody. So now, that's how you build a team. If a character fits on a tag, but doesn't really buff them, it's okay. You're missing out on a little bit of stats, but it's not the end of the world. Now, let's say you want to build 2 separate teams into each other. The way this works is, to build 2 separate teams, let's go with Super Saiyan. Okay, so now we're at my Super Saiyan characters, right? These are all my Super Saiyans. Some of them are hybrids, some of them are pure Saiyans. So to build the team together, let's say you want 2 hybrid Saiyans. Let's go with this Super Saiyan Trunks, right? And let's say you go with another hybrid Saiyan, such as let's say this Red Goten. And you want to put this green Vegeta. Alright, so he's a Saiyan, he's a Hybrid Saiyan, but they're all Super Saiyan. So, they may or may not buff each other. Let's see, this Vegeta buffs Vegeta family. So, that means that Trunks is getting that buff, this one. He's Vegeta family. This Trunks buff Future Vegeta family. So that means the green one is getting Vegeta family. Gotenks, he's not getting any buffs. He buffs Hybrid Saiyans or Fusions. You're like, alright, but you like these 3 characters. These are 3 you want to use in battle. So then, you go and find a character who buffs Super Saiyan. Like this Bardock. Super Saiyan Super Saiyan Strike Defense. That's what he buffs. So, boom, that's a bench character. He doesn't really get buffed by those top 3, but he buffs them in combat, so you can use them. Let's see, use another Super Saiyan buffer. This Vegeta. He buffs Super Saiyan. So you'll put him at the bottom. The top 3 don't really go together, but those are the units you want. So you use the bottom 3 to give him an ability bonus. Let's see who else buffs Super Saiyans. Don't know. Guess Purple Vegeta buffs Super Saiyan. So as you saw, I randomly clicked characters to see what they buff. Now you can tell if a character is buffing only a couple or all of them, because when you click them, they'll get a quick little shine on their character. So like this Goku buffs that green Vegeta. When I take him away, nothing happens. But when I add him, that green little Vegeta gets that little bit of key shown on his character, a little bit of shine. So if you don't know what a character buffs by just looking at them, and you don't feel like going through and clicking all the characters, you just choose a slot, boom. You know he buffs Super Saiyan because he buffs everyone here. You know he only buffs Blue because he only buffs the Bardock. You know he buffs Hybrid Saiyans because he only buffs the Hybrid Saiyans. You know he buffs Hybrid Saiyans because he only buffs the Hybrid Saiyans. And that's the best way to put it. So now we built the Super Saiyan team. So the bottom 3 boost the top 3. The top 3 don't really boost each other. Boom. Now, that's how you build 2 different tags into one team. You choose something they have in common, like how Lineage of Evil and Frieza Force are very similar. When I go to Frieza Force, most of the characters in Frieza Force are also Lineage of Evil characters. So I could build a Frieza Force / Lineage of Evil with Golden Frieza, Yellow Frieza, Pod Frieza, who buff Lineage of Evil and Frieza Force, those 3 units. These 2 buff Lineage, this last one buffs Frieza Force. Then I could put Recoome, Guldo, Coom, Gildo, Ginyu, and boom, that's 2 different teams. They might not get all the buffs at the bottom because 2 of your characters buff Lineage of Evil. But they're getting most of the buffs. And that's what you want to do when you're building a team. You want to make sure that the characters at least get 4 buffs from 4 teammates. You don't want to have a team to where one character buffs another, then another one buffs another. You don't want to build it to where each character only gets 1 buff from another teammate. You want it to build about 4 people buff everybody, or 5 people, or even 6. And that is my team builder guide. Hope this video helped you. If you have any questions, leave it in a comment. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you hit the like button and the subscribe button. Until next time.